sevgili YouTube, yeni bir oyunla karşınızdayım. 10 Days oynuyoruz bu sefer. Oyuncu seçimi. Ryan olalım bakalım. Önce bulunman lazım. Bu güzel. Geçen yaratıcıyı seçmiştik. Yine yaratıcıyı seçelim. Partilemek. 3 tane seçeceğiz. Teknoloji. Bu sefer seyahat seçelim de. Yengeç. Tamamen kendime göre seçeceğim bu arada.
Misha, pick up the phone.
And there was me having a good day.
Well, it's just become great. You're welcome.
What's happening?
I just got back from work an hour ago.
Same.
I've made myself some food.
Same.
And I've just got off the phone with my landlord.
Oh, not same.
Yeah, I missed a payment, but it's fine. I've paid it now, and it's settled anyway.
Anyway, I've got some news.
Okay.
No,
I
but
joined a dating app.
Have you? Well, I mean, they are inevitable.
I was expecting more shit from you.
Well, what's the saying? They have people in glass houses can't throw stones.
No way, you too. Matches?
Yes, a lot. No, 0.
But don't like apps like help out new users with
Misha,
like likes and
you're not
you know,
helping.
they really try and help you get people to like you because you're new.
Misha, I still have 0 even with whatever you just said. There's still 0. What about you?
Hey, the grass isn't always greener. I've got like
o zaman birbirimize yürüyelim.
80 likes. But like once you filter out like the bad profiles and the nude pics and the meh ones, it's all just a bit quiet.
Are your standards a little bit high?
No! Anyway, I have a new initiative in the works.
What's that? You gonna kidnap someone?
I've signed up for speed dating tonight.
O ne lan?
Okay, why are you telling me this?
Because I'm bricking it and like, do you want to have a drink before?
Could you just say less? It'd be great if you just stopped speaking about 30 seconds ago.
See you there. Bye.
Bye.
Bing.
Because there's no substitute for meeting someone face to face. Like you can see their physicality, feel their vibe.
Yes, but what if there is no vibe? What do you do then? If you're online, you can log off, you can make it an excuse, you can just be gone. My internet connection was crap. What do you do here?
Welcome everyone to Speed Dating. My name's Derek, I'm your host.
Bu
We're
ne
going to be
lan?
beginning very shortly, so gentlemen, if you could make your way to your table numbers.
You are so cynical. This is where you're going to find that genuine connection you keep banging on about.
Why are you smiling at me like that? Why are you smiling at me like that?
No, I'm not smiling. You like anything.
Misha,
Kesin müzik de
There's a small
kattı.
possibility I might have signed us both up.
Al işte.
I'm not doing it.
You are.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
I'll just leave.
Oh, come on.
No.
Look, at least it's going to be a good story.
It is not going to be a good story. I'm just going to get humiliated. You've been preparing for this. I'm not doing it.
It's a great story.
Herkes
Oh,
bize
he's
bakıyor.
browsing. He's browsing the shop floor.
How does it work?
Sorry, what?
Don't make me repeat myself.
Okay, so the women stay at the table, the men, you, rotate around them.
I'm a man now.
So you go to different tables and you speak to girls.
What do I say?
Whatever you like, but you have 5 minminutes, okay?
Okay.
And halfway through the date, that dude over there will give us a warning. And then he'll also tell us when there's 1 minute left to wrap it up. So essentially, you've got to use your time wisely, which I know you're not good at.
No, hence why I don't want to do it.
5 dakikada ne konuşacağım
We're going
ya?
to start with the gentlemen by your first allotted table numbers, and good luck. Have fun.
You're sitting in my first date seat, so I need you to jog on. Go well, lad. Cheers.
Hem kovdu, hem zorla çağırdı, hem kovdu. İlişkiler ekranında dur. Oha. 10 kişi olduğunu unutmuşum. Şansım %40 bunda. Evet, şans %40. Senin hakkında ne düşünüyor? Şans verebilmesi %40. Bunda mesela niye yok? Senin hakkında ne düşünüyor? %50 olgunmuşuz. Yani %50-50. Oh, Tony. Hmm. Buna da mı yürüyebiliyoruz? Ha dur. Bunun başında bir kişinin daha olması lazım, yokmuş. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Tamam. Bu kadın karakter için herhalde. Bu da erkek karakter için olanlar. Tabii aşkın cinsiyeti yok bence de. Herkes istediğine gibi yürür. Şeyin anlamadığım kısmı Hazel'la şatat mı? Birinin hakkında %50 özgüven, %50 kibar, mizah, doğaçlamalık. Tony özgüven 50, kibar 50, mizah 50, rahat 50. Hoppa. Haydi bakalım. Brandy ile konuşacağız. Galiba. Aynen.
Hi there. I'm Ryan. Can I sit? Thanks.
Aşağıya bak, kafa işareti
Brandy.
yapıyor.
What do you do for a living?
I am a creative freelancer.
Huh. Is it tough not knowing where your next paycheck's coming from?
No. I love what I do, and I'm working towards stability.
I get that. I'm a beautician, but it doesn't earn me what I want, so I'm doing an online course in international relations, and I trade cryptocurrency. I just sold an NFT, actually.
Non-fungible token. Nice. Yeah, the digital art market is very cool, very new, and very volatile. So.
Sorry if I'm quite direct about things. We just don't have a lot of time.
Sure. Can
What
I?
are you looking for?
Okay.
Sarkastik
that is
ne
a
demek?
big question.
İlişki
Important
diyelim.
question.
Ultimately, I think I want to find a partner, and I just want to settle. No. I want to settle down. I didn't mean. No, I'm not saying that. It's not nothing to do with. I'm saying that I want to
In
settle.
my experience, guys who openly want relationships have been needy. They get over familiar too soon, want my attention all the time, get upset when I don't
Ne
message.
alaka
It's
abi?
a
Karşı çık.
whole thing.
That's a generalization.
It's a discussion. I gave my experience to start it.
Well, I'm not needy, so I guess that's the discussion over.
Good. Let's move on then.
Okay. Do you live locally?
Yeah, I bought a one bed up the road. It's top floor with an amazing view of the water.
You bought a penthouse.
The NFT was pretty valuable. Where do you live?
I live 10 minutes
Bizi
away.
yaşatır.
I live on my own as well.
Flat?
Yep.
Buy it or rent it?
Back to the quick fire round.
I mean,
Kendi
we're covering a
evimiz
lot.
diyelim.
Yeah, we are.
So?
I own it.
Wow. You must have worked and saved really hard.
I did, yeah. Well, look, I'm gonna keep up with you. I have to do something.
See? You're learning.
Slowly, but surely.
This is your 3-minute warning, guys.
F'ye basıyorduk değil mi? Tamam. Şansım hala %40 bu arada. 2 kez lafını böleceğim. Hop, kibarmışız. Tamam.
Guys, 3 minutes to go. Just 3 minutes of lovely conversation.
Okay, let's move on to foreign affairs. Do you like holidays?
I do.
Where do you go? What sort of holidays do you take?
What kind are you into though?
I allowed to say a lad's holiday?
Go for it. You won't hear from me again though.
Hayda. Yurt dışı mı, ev tatili mi? Yurt dışına da okeyim de ev tatili, yani yurt dışı zaten okey de ev tatilinden kastığı şey ne acaba? Yurt dışı diyeceğim.
You can't beat a beach holiday for a bit of R&R.
Very true. Vitamin D is essential for our well-being. You aren't a Speedos guy though.
No. I can't pull them off.
Won't ask why. I could only afford to travel recently, so I've got a lot of places on my list.
Well, what's the top of the list?
There's more than one thing. Cruise the Galapagos Islands.
Anasının
Meet the sloths
gözüymüş.
and turtles in Costa Rica. See the Iguazu Falls
Dinleyeyim mi
in Brazil
bu
and
bolayım mı?
Argentina.
Ben kavi insan
I don't know,
değilim.
for me it's more about experiences. You know, I'm not so much into the historical stuff.
Yeah, but and seeing new cultures as well. Like it's amazing to go to new places and see.
Kavi
different
insan
people
değilim.
and
Karşımdaki
places that
kişi
you're in,
dinlerim,
operate on a
istediği
daily
kadar
basis.
konuşsun. Eğer hoşuna gitmezse
So,
konuşmayı
Have
keserim
you
derki
been
zamanlarda.
traveling alone?
I like doing things my way.
Do you never get bored or lonely, like having to go to dinner on your own all the time?
Well, I've got my phone or tablet for entertainment and talking to people, but if I want less screen time,
Ah, nice.
I always keep a deck on deck. I mean, I
Kumarbaz
picked this
çıktı.
one up ages ago. I think it's got, I don't know, an extra king in there somewhere.
An extra king. That might come in handy.
Depends on the game. Okay, next question. Does body count matter?
Holy moly. I was not expecting that question.
Well, you were getting too smug.
Hayır.
So, what do you think?
No, not for me. Just so long as someone's past doesn't affect their present too much. So, the body count, it would not be an issue.
Okay, so you're open-minded. That's cool.
Are you trying to tell me something, though?
Gavat.
No.
1 minute to go, guys.
Gavat demeye
Just
çalışıyor
1
herhalde.
minute. So we'll be wrapping up very soon.
So, how did my questions make you feel?
There's a customer satisfaction survey.
Your feedback is greatly valued,
Is it actually, though?
only if it's good.
Güzel diyelim.
It was nice.
Nice.
Yeah. That is a good thing, right?
Nice is a boring word that has no real meaning. Tell me the truth.
I genuinely thought it was nice.
Okay.
And your time is up. Thank you, ladies and gents. Lads, move on to your next table. Your date is awaiting.
Don't forget any of your stuff when you go.
I didn't bring any.
Nice dedik
Well,
diye zorladık.
Thanks.
Çok da umurumdaydı. Geç.
See ya.
Öyle bozarlar seni. Yok Galaktikus adalarıymış falan filan. Ne kız yok.
Sorry, just fixing my eyeliner. I'm Azalea.
I'm Ryan.
Don't look like a Ryan.
No? Well, what do I look like then?
Not sure yet.
That's not from here, is it?
No. You gonna snitch?
No.
I made it. Just like the kombucha poured into it.
That's the fermented drink, isn't it?
Exactly.
Güzel duruyor diyelim.
It looks good. Are you happy with the batch?
Very. Tell you more about it, but we haven't got much time.
So, the kombucha is homemade. The goblet is homemade. What else is homemade?
I'd say 90% of this. The clothes, the accessories, I make it all from scratch. Started selling my stuff online during lockdown and it grew into a full-time business.
Wow, that's really original.
Thanks. Turns out my aesthetic plays quite well these days.
What aesthetic is that?
Call it what you want. I've heard hundreds of terms, kind and unkind.
What
Buna
brings you speed dating,
diyelim.
Azalea?
I'm self-employed in a company of one, so the only man I see day to day is my gecko, Anton.
Big up Anton.
I don't like the apps. People are very judgy on there.
Sorry to hear that.
It's okay. Been judged my whole life, so where I can actively remove myself from that environment, I do.
Do I look like a Ryan yet?
Not quite.
All right then. Well, what else can you tell about me?
You definitely give me water sign vibes.
Anasının
You seem
gözü.
quite sentimental and sensitive.
What gives you that impression?
The fact that you were just triggered by the word sensitive.
Just 3 minutes to go, everyone. 3 minutes.
Nereden
Hello.
hissetti lan?
Very quickly, very quickly.
You're really into your astrology then?
Gives me structure. I analyse my behaviour in the context of something bigger. My main star sign is Scorpio, which I think really suits me. And then my rising sign is a Sagittarius.
No, it's really awesome. I'm really mindful of the time. So I'd like to get to know each other a bit more instead of.
Yanlış bir şey seçtim. Bunu demek istemedim ya.
Okay.
Oh, here's one for you to work out. What do I do for a living?
I'm not claiming to be a psychic.
I know, but just keep it general. Like, what industry do I work in?
I feel like you're creative leaning.
Spot on. Takes one to know one.
What? I don't scream corporate rat race.
And this is your final minute, guys. Final minute.
So I was wondering.
No, I've spoken about myself enough. I want to know more about you.
I feel like it's been pretty even. Can you just
It really hasn't, so I want to know more about you.
fine, fire away?
Tipin ne
What's your
diyelim.
type?
On paper, translucent skin, ill-looking, hates the sun, allergic to garlic. That's the thing. That's the type I've always gone for. They suck.
I see what you did there.
Anyway, what's yours?
I would say that I'm fairly
Senin
open-minded.
gibi değil.
Come on. Everyone has an instinctive type.
Well, I hope this doesn't freak you out. If I say that my type is something a little bit like you.
Very funny. So, this is specifically your type.
Well, no, it's nothing to do with the way you look exactly. I'd say it's more to do with the way you like to do things outside of the box. I think that is very interesting, and I think it's very attractive.
Thank you, Ryan.
Kibarlığım %20. Kızın lafını böldük.
Totally freaked me out though, you weirdo.
That's your lot. Ladies and gents, time's up. Let's be moving on.
That was the kind of interaction I was hoping for from this. Thanks.
Yeah, me too. What is your handle? I'd love to check some of your stuff out.
At Azalea Shadows. Azalea Shadows.
Okay. Yeah.
Tony'ye geldik. Oley be.
Oh, hiya. You my date now?
Yeah, I guess I am. I'm Ryan.
Tony, nice to meet ya. Sorry, I've got a match tomorrow, so I've got to keep limber.
Yeah, I was gonna ask, what is it, a sports match? Do you play locally?
No, it's my job, actually. I'm a footballer.
Oh, shit. Should you be out dating the night before a match?
Oh, don't worry. It's fine as long as I'm in bed by 12, don't drink, non-alcoholic, and don't have sex.
What's your position?
Reverse cowgirl?
No. What is your
Hayda.
football position?
What do you think?
That's a tough one.
Well, just say which area of the pitch. I'll narrow it down for you. I'm not tall enough to be a
Bence
goalkeeper.
forvet.
I'm a keeper in other ways, though.
I reckon that you are pretty skillful. So I'm gonna say that you're up front.
What, you think I want all the glory? Got a big ego.
No, that's a bit of a conclusion to jump to.
I'm a defender. It's not all about goals and skills I have, you know. Defence is just as important.
You don't really win games with that, though, do you?
Well, you do. If you've got a shit defence, how are you going to win the game?
Yeah, if you say so.
Do you like sports yourself?
It's not my biggest interest.
Well, let me change the question then. Do you like team sports or individual sports?
Is this gonna tell you something deeper about me?
Ben takım sporcusuyum bu arada.
Team sports? I think there's an interesting element with like the fans because they're supporting where they're from. It just adds, they're more passionate. So there's like a tribalism to it, which is a bit fun.
When enjoyed responsibly.
Yes, nobody wants a hooligan.
Team sports also has like this unique layer of complexity in creating tactics for a group rather than the individual.
Mm-hmm. So the chemistry is important.
Exactly.
That was pretty smooth, wasn't it?
It's very smooth. It's not your phone, is this reminding me to carb load for tomorrow?
What are you having pasta?
Footballer's best friend.
This is your halfway.
Tamam.
Warning, guys. That is 3 minutes to go.
So, how did you become a pro?
I'd say my key influence was my dad. He used to take me to practices, to matches. He knew I fell in love with it and did everything to cultivate my passion. The kit, the travelling, consoling me after bad performances. Were you close with your parents?
No, I wanted to ask you more.
We ain't got time, right, lad? Tell me. If you want to, of course.
İkisi de.
Yeah, I'm lucky to have a great relationship with both my parents. They're both great. Yeah, they have a great relationship and they're kind of like a blueprint for the sort of person I want to be and the sort of partner I want to be with.
That's amazing. It's so hard to find people talk about both parents like that.
Yeah, God. Good parenting is definitely important.
It is.
Let's see how competitive you are. Do you fancy a quick challenge?
Obviously. Fancy a test of strength. I chuck weights around like toys in the gym.
Okay, that's some fighting talk. How
Hayda.
about we do an arm wrestle?
Yeah, right?
Bilek güreşi yapacağız. Tony'yi yenecekmişiz, görev bu.
I'm kidding.
Nah, go on.
Yeah, I don't want to injure you before your game.
Get your arm on the table, lad.
Hayda.
Ready?
Bir şeye basmam gerekiyor mu acaba?
Go.
We're already holding hands.
I'm just desperate.
Bir şeye basmam gerekiyor mu? Abi.
That's always shines
Yenemedik.
through.
Rövanş.
You want to say something? I can tell.
Yeah. I want a rematch. Right now, I know I can beat you.
We've got 1 minute to go, guys. Just 1 minute.
Is that the best use of our time?
Yes, come on.
Aa,
3, 2, 1.
lan yine yenildik. Allah senin iyiliğini versin.
Christ, you are strong.
Well, I had to tell you and show you twice. You're stubborn, eh?
Yeah, well, great minds and all that.
It wasn't a compliment.
And that is time, everyone. Move on to your next date.
Good luck in your game tomorrow.
Cheers, Ryan. See ya.
Could I get my drink? Bye, Tony.
See ya.
Evet, keşke yapmasaydık. Ne bileyim, görev öyle deyince. Yenemedik, hem de rezil olduk. Çok bilgili birisine benziyor.
Hey, I'm Ryan.
Ryan, I'm Kathleen. Sorry, I just wanted to squeeze in a quick page. Do you mind if I get to the bottom?
Yeah, by all means, fire away.
Bence saçma bir şey bu arada.
Done. All yours.
What are you reading?
The Evolution of Bond-Forming Dynamics Across the 21st Century by Professor Gertrude von Nosselhoff.
Well, it must be a pretty good read if you're sneaking in pages in between dates.
Oh, no. I have to finish it for a seminar tomorrow. I'm a PhD student in behavioral psychology.
What do you think of it?
She has some interesting points. The chapter I'm on covers the influence of pop culture on behavioral modeling and attraction dynamics.
Yes. No, that does sound interesting, but I mean, please don't ask my opinion on it, because
Yeah. I wouldn't expect that of you. But if this goes well, maybe you'll learn a little something.
Okay, so you're here because you're looking for a study buddy.
No. quite the opposite. I need someone to keep me out of the library occasionally.
So the age-old work-life conflict.
Which side of it do you fall on?
Am I allowed to say that balance is best?
No. No fence sitting, one or the other.
Ha. İş hayatı mı hayat mı abi? Hayat diyeceğim.
Work it's just a necessity.
Doğru.
I mean, any moment I'm not in work or on the clock, I can devote to whatever I actually want to do.
So you're a 9-to-5er.
At the very most.
I don't think I could stay out of the library that much. Anyway, I have a confession to make.
Okay, already.
Everyone tells me that for whatever reason, I haven't lived.
I don't believe that.
I've never been to a nightclub.
Never. What, your fourth stint as a student and you've never even set foot in a nightclub?
I would rather spend the day in a cafe with a book and my laptop.
This is your halfway warning, guys. Halfway.
So you are still studying to become a more qualified psychologist?
The more you know, the more you earn. So where do you see yourself in 5 years? Sorry,
Hayda.
I researched good speed dating questions before tonight.
That's what you got? It sounds a little bit more like you researched good job
Ayda
interview
5 yıl
questions
sonra
instead.
aile adamı diyeceğim.
I want a happy family by then. I just want to be in a loving relationship and however many kids life blesses me with.
Okay, so say life has blessed you with one child, boy or
Yes.
girl.
Okay, blessed was a bit of a lame choice of words.
No, it was sweet.
Cinsiyete
Sweet.
inanmıyorum.
That's what every guy wants to hear on a first date. Am I allowed to say neither? Yeah, I feel like I'd leave them free to decide who they want to be. And if that subscribes to a gender norm, great. And if it doesn't,
If not, that's great too.
then go. Question. How do I know that all of this
Öyle
isn't part
üçüncü bir
of your
şıkkın
PhD
çıkacağını
thesis?
düşünmedim.
That all the guys here aren't just your guinea pigs?
You don't. But a study at the University of Virginia found that we are more intrigued by those whose thoughts and feelings are unclear.
You have a study for everything. Is that supposed to be my key takeaway from today?
I'll offer you a better one. From Professor Nosselhoff? I'll find one from the start of the book. Here we go. This is a good one. When we set off on a journey, we are riddled with excitement or apprehension. Nothing in between.
It's not exactly one you'd read in the toilet, is it?
No, not quite.
Well, that's Nosselhoff's opinion, but I think that apprehension is our body's way of telling us that something is worth doing, despite the risks.
You know, we can actually reprogram our brains to interpret nerves as excitement. They're similar chemicals. I did that before coming tonight.
Would you do that before tests as well, that sort of thing?
Oh, yeah. Very helpful for tests.
It's clever, isn't it?
Brain's clever.
Not mine.
Got 1 minute to go, guys.
Bence
Just
iyi
1
anlaştık.
minute.
Well, how do you fancy spending the final minute?
Why not leave that to Professor von Nosselhoff again? Let's get a takeaway from the end of the book.
Yani bu
People
durum
only
birazcık
care about the
sıkıcı.
end of the book. I want the answers.
All right.
Right now. Come on. I'm ready.
Final words from the book. Everything is transient. Time, life, relationships, none belong to us. Only our purpose does. Around it, all else is determined.
So the right things will enter the orbit that we create around ourselves. Is that what that means?
Exactly. Every decision we make affects who's pulled into that orbit, whether we know it or not. The quote is actually really relevant to my life. I'm finally focusing on my orbit and mine alone. Thanks for listening.
Rica
No problem.
ederiz.
I'm glad to hear you're doing that.
That's your lot. Ladies and gents, time's up. Let's be moving on.
This was fun, Ryan.
Yes, it was. It was really great to meet you, Kathleen.
So I'm not the biggest social media user, but they say that's the best way to keep in touch nowadays.
What does Professor von Nosselhoff say?
Who do you think I got it from? At Kathleen Parker 88.
Okay. I got it.
Tamamdır.
Have a nice evening.
You too.
Kimse gelmeyecek mi acaba? Veya arkadaşını mı bekliyor?
Good evening. I'm Derek, evening host.
Hello, Derek. Am I in trouble?
No. But unfortunately, the lady that was sat at this table, she had to leave early. I'm sorry.
Right. So are you filling in for her? Did she pull a runner when she saw me?
No, nothing of the sort. She is a musician. Had a gig to get to.
Well, that is pretty fair. That's a good alibi.
How did the rest of them go? Find what you're looking for?
Oh, is she the last one?
Yeah.
Well, I'm kind of glad about that because I don't really know how
Birini
many more I had
buldum.
left in me.
Well, I'm sure you made a fantastic impression.
Yeah, I have met some great women. They are all very different. So you have given me a really tough call to make.
Well, that's what we like to hear. Yeah. What a great dilemma to have.
Yeah, well, I don't really know how they feel about me, but I guess we'll find out soon enough.
We will.
So, how long have you been hosting?
I have lots of hosting experience, but specifically the speed dating stuff, just at the beginning of lockdown.
So those were digital, I presume?
Correct. For me, finding love is the most formative journey of our lives, and I just wanted to help people continue that journey, despite the circumstances. Having said that, there is no real substitute for meeting someone special in person.
So from these, have you ever had any marriages develop?
Yeah, we've had a couple, even a couple of babies named after me. Yeah. Need to put it in my bio. Pregnancy facilitator, Derek.
You really don't, because that sounds like something that would be on a T-shirt on a lad's holiday.
The stag do T-shirts. You're right. Okay.
I actually think I've seen them before.
I sell like hotcakes, though, right? So how did you hear about us?
I was duped into coming here this evening. I thought I was going out for a drink with my best mate, Misha, and here I am. She's actually somewhere here. She's on a date somewhere, I don't know, but...
Well, I love a strong male-female friendship. Do you prefer the company of women or men?
Come again?
Oh, sorry, I'll rephrase. Who do you feel like you naturally engage with more easily?
I have always found it easier to fit in with women. I think I'm just more comfortable sharing my thoughts and experiences with them. No, it's not that I'm uncomfortable talking to men.
Oh, no, of course not. I mean, we're chatting freely, aren't we?
Yeah?
I hope so. You are halfway, guys. Halfway. God. Don't tell anyone I forgot.
Your secret is safe with me.
Thanks.
So tell me, what is the best way to approach all of this?
Well, aside from being yourself.
Well, let me rephrase that. Do you have any less crap advice?
No, I don't. Sorry. The thing is, there's so many different types of personalities in here. One person's poison might be another person's paradise.
Yeah, that is a fair point.
Okay, I'll pose you this. Are you looking for someone more lively or laid back? Because that may decide what kind of energy you want to exude yourself.
Ya
Both are
aslında
brilliant,
bu değişken.
but markedly different.
Yani yeri geldiğinde rahat olacak, yeri geldiğinde ama enerjik olacak. Yani benim öyle bir yapım var çünkü. Aa, rahat mı, enerjik mi? Düp düp düp. Rahat diyeceğim ya.
I think I like to dominate in most situations, so probably someone who's a little bit more laid back would be helpful, but not someone who is a pushover.
They do often say that relaxed people are more confident, successful, sexy, even.
You talk from experience.
Yeah. First time.
I was wondering, has hosting these made you, like, an expert in romance?
What, like some kind of love guru? No. No.
No, come on, you must have more insight than the average guy. Okay, wait, okay. Has it ever helped in your personal life?
Sadly, no. No, it's still very single. Why, did you have someone in mind for me?
Yeah. Misha. She would love to meet you. She's here, I can introduce you.
I'm sure Misha's fab, but I won't be interested.
It's a bit mean. What's wrong with her?
Well, she's a her.
Yeah, sorry. No, I shouldn't have assumed. That was silly of me.
You're fine. Totally
Şimdi
fine.
ben bunları ne diyeceğim? Konuyu mu değişeyim? Konuyu değiş.
Anyway, it's a real shame that the event's nearly over.
Yeah, it is.
You know, back in the day, you would have had to meet people, if you were going out or maybe at work.
Or by chance.
Yeah.
I was just wondering, did you have any feedback for us?
The host is too well dressed.
Oh,
I mean, look, come on, you are putting the rest of us to shame, please.
well, aside from that,
Geri
I actually
dönüşü.
think the event is perfect for what it is. Sometimes it's best just keeping it simple.
thanks. Yeah, thanks. I'll let the team know.
Yeah, and I mean, you have the most important thing down anyway, which is an interesting group of people.
True. We do.
If you don't have that,
That'd be rubbish.
I'm not including myself in that, just...
No, neither would I. I wouldn't include you in that list. Sorry. That is your final minute, guys. Final minute. So, tell me, who did you meet tonight?
Kimlerle
Oh,
tanıştın
this is a
bugün?
test, isn't it? Who did I meet tonight? I met Kathleen. I met Azalea. I met Tony. And I met Brandy. Oh, Derek. I don't suppose you could give me any intel. Just
Ryan, there's no way that I could do that. Come on.
nothing personal. Just, just give me a read. With all your experience. Come on. As a friend.
I guess I could do a read. Who in particular?
Oh, God, I guess we only have time for one.
Ey, dur Tony.
Tell me about Tony.
Tony. I love Tony. I think she's great. She's just got this infectious personality and just loves a laugh, doesn't take herself too seriously. And I think she's looking for someone who can give as good as they get.
That is very perceptive.
Where are we at? Okay. That, unfortunately, ladies and gents, is the end of tonight's event. Everyone get home safely. I've been Derek, and thanks for coming.
What can I say? Thank you again, Derek. Thank you for keeping me company because I would have been sat here like a melon otherwise.
No, you're welcome. I hope you had fun. And
Şimdi
yeah, I
bunun
guess I'll see
ikinci
you
günü
around.
falan filan olacak herhalde.
So what about you? Tell me about your speed dating.
Well, there was Kathleen, who was a PhD student studying psychology. She was reading on our date. She was just very smart. It was a little bit intimidating.
Do you think there'll be more from Kathleen?
There could be. Yeah, I mean, I kind of felt like, yeah, we got on well.
That's exciting.
Yeah, it is. There was Brandy. Let me tell you about Brandy. My God, she would put you to shame the amount of work she would do. She is a crypto trading beautician and she's studying as well.
Wow, what a combination.
I don't even know how she finds the time to do all of it.
Was there a spark?
No. I mean, I sat down and I started telling her, a bit about myself and the job and everything, and I could see she was almost like glazing over when I was telling her. I'm just not for her. I don't
Bence
think.
de değil.
Aww.
Aha, now let me tell you about Tony. She is a football player,
Wow.
professional.
Wow.
She was just quite laid back, sort of person who was like, give as good as you can get,
That sounds fun. Do you think there might be a future with the footballer?
We had a few like kind of clunky moments and things, and I don't think she was really feeling me.
Too busy with football.
There was Azalea.
Mm.
Yeah, she was something else. She brought her own kombucha. She had her own goblet that she brought.
Goblet.
Yeah, with a crow on it. It's just very different, but it was really interesting because it wasn't like any of the other dates I went on.
Was there chemistry over kombucha?
Yeah, I guess you could say there was a little bit of chemistry, yeah. I could see it going somewhere. Yeah, and an absolutely nuts thing happened. I was supposed to be meeting for this day this musician, but she bailed. And then, do you remember the host?
Yeah.
Yeah, Derek is his name. So I was sitting there, and he came up and told me about the girl who had to leave. And then we sat down, we just started talking.
You and Derek!
Yeah,
oh my God,
yeah, he's
I
just...
love that!
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure you saw plenty of him as well. He's a cool guy. He's very suave.
Is there chemistry with Derek?
Chemistry... No. It was just... He was a sound fella, and it was good of him to talk to me, otherwise I wasn't just been sitting there. Yeah, no, but he was a good dude.
So, what's the next move?
Well, I mean, I don't want to brag, but I do have two options.
20, ay 20
So, I guess I gotta just maybe send a message.
Make a choice.
Azeli
Yeah.
ile
Proud of you.
Caitlyn.
Peace.
Caitlyn'e mi yazalım, Ezeli'ye mi? Kate'e yazacağım. Muhtemelen. Ama ben Tony'yi istiyordum. Hoppa. Neyse Kate'e yazalım. Baksana hep ders. Ha buna da yazıyoruz. İkinci buluşmayı iste. Hadi bakalım.
Hey, Ryan.
S'ye bastık.
Great.
Thank you. Sorry, caught me fixing my eyeliner again.
That is okay. I actually thought that I was the early one for once. Have you had many orders to process this week?
Lots. Plus, a celebrity client requested a piece. I turned it down.
Why? That's a great coup, surely.
They demanded to skip the queue. I owe too much to my core clients to drop them for an impatient prima donna. Anyways, Mercury is in retrograde, so hassle was expected. Tell me about your week.
So,
Hmm.
Mercury in retrograde.
Yeah, what about it?
Bunu diyeceğim ya.
Well, I hope you don't base every important decision off of the stars.
Do you think I'm a cliche, Ryan?
Hayır.
How do you mean?
The type of person you can message at 11:11
Ay,
and think it's
şaka.
a sign from the universe.
No, no. 11:11's past my bedtime.
Beğenmedi.
Then you should be getting home.
Oh.
No, what are you doing?
If you're not going to take me seriously, I'm not about this.
Şahane.
Well, if it meant a lot to her, you shouldn't have really joked about it.
Listen, she doesn't have a sense of humor. That's not my fault. It was a little joke. She was talking about the moon and the stars ruling everything. I just made a little joke about it was past my bedtime. It's not exactly like...
I think you have too much of a sense of humour.
Fine. Maybe I shouldn't have made a joke.
Speak to you later.
Maybe.
Bye.
All right, goodbye. Good night. Bye-bye. Goodbye.
Geldik.
Ryan.
Please? No, don't get up.
Hi.
The early bird catches the worm. Have you been waiting long?
No, I was just passing time with a bit of people watching. I love thinking about what brought all these humans to cross paths with me.
Do you have any good stories?
Yeah, that couple over there. Yeah, don't look. They're having a relationship showdown. When they arrived, he was really physically affectionate with her. But then as she became more animated, he withdrew into himself.
Do you think it's over?
She'll hear him out, but her body language suggests she's made up her mind. How do you take breakups?
Wait. I want to know, is there anything that he could do that could save the relationship?
It really depends on how unhappy she is.
Well, if someone doesn't want to be in the relationship, I don't think there's any point trying to make them stay. I think you have to respect their decision.
Evet.
And I think you need to respect yourself enough to walk away.
That takes a lot of maturity,
Evet.
especially through something that can feel humiliating. Unless you weren't that invested in the first place and she did you a favor.
No comment.
Cheers.
It's very good
Bakalım
wine.
nasıl
It
geçecek.
is French.
My knowledge on wine is not fantastic.
Old world would be like French, like European.
California newer.
Yeah.
How is the studying going?
Well, I've been living in the library, but what's new there? We did cover an interesting topic, though. You know how we have different styles of learning and communication? Well, broadly speaking, there are two distinct ways of thinking, emotional or rational.
Okay, can you tell what I am?
I can evaluate you, but I take no responsibility if you don't like the results.
Değerlendirsin
Except
bakalım.
that we are on a second date, so a bad evaluation also reflects on you.
That is true. All right, let's do this. So, how are you at making new friends? Do you actively engage with everyone and anyone, or are you a lone wolf?
Can I not be somewhere in between? Like that I'm selective with my company.
No, you have to pick one side of the spectrum.
Yalnız
I mean, I
kurulur.
can socialize when I need to.
As we can see,
Yes. Most of the time, I would prefer my own company. I mean, I guess you could call me a loner.
no, not at all. I definitely appreciate an introverted energy.
What's the next question?
This is a good one. Does seeing other people cry move you to cry yourself?
Okay, that is very specific.
Oh, these questions are rooted in psychological study.
So you didn't just get them online?
No.
Yani ağladığı konuya göre değişir bu. Bir de ağlamış cidden böyle hüngür süngür ağlıyorsa böyle ciğerden bir üzüntü hissedersem üzülürüm.
I definitely cry with people. A really good friend of mine had a kid a couple of years ago, and his name is Harry. And I was invited to his nursery school's sports day, and they had a race at one stage. So they had all the kids were involved. So some kids could only crawl, some could walk, and then some were in between. So they gave them like a stroller.
That is so sweet and very inclusive.
Very inclusive, yes. My friend's little son, Harry, was on the stroller. So he kind of was at that stage where he could like stand up and like, you know, like little drunk fella and kind of like have to hold on to things. So the race starts and one of the walking kids just tears off straight past him. So Harry kind of fell over. Yes, and so when he was getting back up, he couldn't get the stroller back up. So he just started walking for the first time.
No, no way.
No, he did. And my friend went to the finish line and was waiting for him and was calling, was like, Harry, come on, Harry.
Did he catch up to the walker?
No. No. He made it there in the end, and then my friend started crying when he got to the end, which kind of it set me off.
That's a lovely story.
Evet,
Yeah.
güzelmiş.
Yeah, no, it really was a great day.
Excuse me, just popping to the loo.
Uğra bakalım. Telefonu orada kaldı. Bakmam. Bakmam abi.
Hello.
Hello.
What did I miss?
Not much. So what's next?
Here's a big one.
Önemli
Are
bir
you
tane.
a planner or a spur of the moment person?
So am I calculated or spontaneous?
That's a more erudite way of putting it.
Erudite, what?
Like articulate.
Plancıyı.
Yes, articulate, yes. I have to admit, I am a serial planner. Even things you didn't think could be planned, I will have a spreadsheet.
O kadar değil,
I will have
abartma.
a schedule. I will have everything.
Do you break down all of your dates into a spreadsheet?
No, come on, that's too much even for me. Do people do that?
Oh, you'd be shocked.
Do you?
Next up, do you like to actively or passively participate in a narrative? So if someone is telling a story, how does it unfold in your head?
Like, do I experience it in the first or the third person?
Exactly. Do you actively visualize yourself in the action, or do you passively absorb it from a distant perspective?
Yani aktif diyeceğim.
I would immerse myself in stories. Like, if I walk out of the cinema, I've been imagining that I'm the main character.
I'm the opposite. I take in the story, but nothing more.
You are missing out.
No, I still appreciate a well-told story. I just like to keep an objective distance, which is good for a psychologist. Your mode of experiencing narrative is interesting. Imagine if you could go a step further and actually have agency in the story.
Well, as though you could change the movie with different decisions. Yes, that would be cool.
Final question, Ryan.
Feet don't fail me now.
You can't fail.
Don't make it less dramatic.
Do you get impatient with people less efficient than yourself?
Like how the waiter hasn't taken our food order yet.
Oh, awkward. I think it's order at the bar.
Ooh, I guess I'll let him off that one then.
Soruyu unuttum ya. Sabırsız davranıyor musundu galiba? Hayır ya.
I think getting impatient is pointless. Like, what do you actually gain from getting upset at someone else's shortcomings? It doesn't change anything.
Very little. You just overburden yourself with angst.
Or, I mean, you just end up discouraging others.
Patience is a virtue.
Evet.
So, what is the verdict?
Based on your answers, you are a rational thinker. You are logic-focused and
Mantık
pragmatic.
odaklı, pragmatik.
You prefer to analyze concrete details in a situation.
Is that good for dating?
Some people date successfully by ticking a set of boxes.
Okay, but you also need an emotional connection too.
Yeah, like anything, you need an emotional connection to balance out the rationality.
So yours was particularly about like the pop culture influence on behavioral.
Modeling and attraction dynamics. And I think that that's something that's really relevant right now, especially with like all the reality dating shows.
Like, what do you do if you're not studying?
I like to read, which is just studying,
Not
isn't
far
it?
off it.
Yeah.
Akşam oldu herhalde.
So who's gonna get the third date?
Caitlyn kişi mi kaldı? Caitlyn sadece.
No commentary, please.
He's scrolling.
Scrolling back. Oh, okay.
Kişi kalmadı. Sadece Caitlyn var. Diğeri bırakıp gitti.
Push the button. Push the button. Don't make me do it. Button. Ready?
No, wait.
Go!
Hello, Kathleen. It is Ryan here speaking. How are you doing? I'm fine. I was wondering if you were free at all this week, and if you wanted to maybe meet up and maybe get dinner, you know, take a break from the library. Yeah? Okay, yes, that sounds great. I will get back in touch and I'll send you on some details or something. Okay, bye. Ah,
Amazing.
that's a relief.
How amazing.
God.
You did sound like you were selling a mortgage.
She said yes,
I'll
though.
send you on some details.
I didn't know what to say. What do you say?
Evening, evening.
Yeah. Good evening yourself.
Lovely little spot you found here, right at the bar.
Yes, this is where all the action is. Oh, would you like a drink?
Oh, yes, please.
Nibbles?
Oh, always.
What would you like?
White wine, please. for the
Thank
love.
you very much, sir.
Ooh, chili on tortilla chips. Oh, the Brits do some interesting things, don't they?
Don't get me started.
Is this romantic or is this silly?
I don't know. Here, have a tortilla chip. There you go.
Bence güzel oldu.
Cheers.
Cheers. This is my first proper dinner date since my last relationship.
Was it a regular thing?
Not when it wasn't cooked by me. He wanted me to do all the domestic duties.
And you didn't want to be a housewife.
No. Playing devil's advocate, though, I was a student and he was earning all of the household income.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm sure there was a compromise you could have found.
Evet.
We never did. He wanted me to quit my studies, and the rest is history.
So you did you, and you stuck to what you wanted to do. I respect that. That takes guts.
Evet.
Is there an income setup that you would prefer?
Well, living in London is pretty hard on either these days.
I know. What even is a living wage in this city?
Çift gelir mi, tek gelir mi? Yani çift gelir iyi olur tabii ki. Tek gelir, çift gelir.
I would say a dual income, probably. I mean, it's not really like back in the day where one person's income would be enough to
Evet.
sustain an entire household. I think that financial security is really important in a long-term relationship.
More than emotions?
Yeah, but emotions thrive in a stable environment.
That's really hard for me to hear. It'll be 2 or 3 more years before I earn a proper income.
Look, it's way too early to be even having these conversations anyway.
I know, but still good to know.
Ben bu gidişle kimseyle birlikte olamayacağım.
So, thank you for coming today.
That's a really great spot. It's public but private. People open up more in intimate settings.
Do they? Okay, well, tell me something new then.
I've got a scar under my hair.
Oh, how did that happen?
Actually, there's something else I should tell you.
No, I want to know about the scar.
I'm in the middle of divorce proceedings.
Oo.
It's uncharted territory for me. You're the first person I've got this far with since my marriage ended. We've been separated for 2 years. My education was the big problem. I couldn't contribute financially, and I wasn't willing to have a child before I graduated. He couldn't wait. I totally understand if that's
Hayır,
an issue. I'm
olmaz,
so
saçmalama
sorry
ya.
again.
Adamın ayalı.
No, look, it doesn't bother me one iota. Past is the past.
Thank you, Ryan.
I want your academic opinion on something.
Oh, golly.
Are we compatible? Like, what are our prospects beyond this?
Well, we wouldn't have made it this far if we weren't at least a little bit compatible.
Bence de. Yani.
But there is still one area that we don't have much data on.
Neymiş?
And what is that?
Sexual compatibility. It can be developed over time, but normally it's better if it's there from the start.
Okay, aside from, you know, the obvious way, is there a way for us to estimate what that compatibility would be?
With theory? What kind of lover are you?
Nasıl bir
I
sevgilisin?
mean, in a nutshell, I don't need the
Romantiyimdir.
playbook.
I am a romantic. Yeah, candles, maybe some slow jazz music, some rose petals, massage.
Slow and steady. Very sensual.
Yeah, I prefer it to be an emotional as well as a physical experience.
For sure. Personally, though, I like things a little kinkier. Don't act so surprised.
I'm not. No, I haven't.
Adam ne diyeceğini şey unuttu.
Kinky.
I still need to gather some data before my hypothesis. If you had to pick,
Seçmek zorunda
do you prefer
olsaydın.
to give or receive?
I mean, you stressed the had because you knew I would have said both.
Oh, Oh, you are very smart. Has anyone ever told you that?
Yes, actually, yeah, they have. It was almost as sarcastic as you just did.
Vermek. Neyi vermek bilmiyorum.
I am a giver. Definitely.
Your reasons being?
Well, I mean, I actually enjoy it, for one thing. It's also much better when both people are having fun, because otherwise it kind of just feels a bit like servicing.
That's a nice way to put it.
Also, it is a little bit of an ego boost if you can make the other person feel good.
Evet, buna katılıyorum bu arada.
Your technique is good. Those are very valid reasons. You are an attentive lover indeed.
Okay, what do you want to know next?
That's all I really needed.
Okay.
Şunlar, oy, olgunluk %100 olmuş. Kibarlık da %100.
Well, what's the verdict?
Kararın ne?
Contrary to what I said, sexual chemistry is actually best discovered firsthand.
Okay.
That wasn't an invitation. But I appreciate you being so open and honest.
Okay.
Only a half pint. Very conservative.
Yeah, I just don't want to get too smashed too early, you know?
I do.
Barkeep, can we get some more wine for this one, then? So, what are you doing tomorrow?
Books. Oh, thank you. Hopefully, I'll be able to retain some information.
Umarım.
Wine tends to give me brain fog. So I'm thinking I should ask where your head's at.
Are we not still on the casual dating stage?
We are. I just don't want either of us to waste our time.
Okay. Yeah, no, I can
Okumadım.
appreciate that.
Dediğini okumadım.
I really like you, Kathleen.
Heh, tamam. Doğru bir şey dedik.
I feel like we have connected in loads of different ways. And I would like to see if it could progress beyond casual dating. And I really hope you feel the same.
Yeah, I do feel the same.
Öp. Üp üp üp üp üp. Oy.
Has that given you any more data for the compatibility test?
Sorry, I think I'm gonna need a bigger sample size.
Oh, okay.
Oyun bitti mi? Ryan ve Caitlyn artık çıkıyor. Ryan IQ'su şimdiden 25 puan arttı. Gayet güzel. Bir tık uzun sürüyor sadece oyun. Onun dışında gayet güzel bir oyun. Evet YouTube. Videoyu beğenip abone olursan beni çok mutlu edersin. Bir sonraki videoda görüşürüz.